I learned that there is power in taking accountability and apologizing. My mom said it's always easier the second time around.
Oh.
And I don't want to teach them na mapagtiis ka for the rest of your life. Ayoko talaga. Modern times na tayo ngayon, na career women na, marami ng career women. Go-getter ako. Pagka may dream ako or may gusto akong gawin, gagawin ko siya eh. That's what my mom said. Choose your battles, Danny.
Your 30s, the decade where life gets real. Some days you feel like you've got everything figured out. Other days you're questioning your career, relationships, and what you're actually doing with your life. Welcome to Trentitas, your hangout for navigating life in your 30s. A space for real conversations, diverse stories, and honest perspectives about the things we're all trying to figure out. Because the truth is, nobody really has it all figured out. And that's okay. So sit back, join the conversation, and let's make sense of this decade together. This is Trentitas. Real talk, good vibes, and life in your 30s.
Actually, the obsession with being skinny, parang pageant era ko pa yun. After that, I overcome it na kasi parang na-realize ko when I was doing the pageantry, I never felt skinny enough. Parang laging, ang taba ko. And then ngayon, dead man ako. If it's about longevity, I would.
Yes.
Pero pag papayat, dead na ako.
Hindi na.
Oo.
Hindi
yung sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko,
hindi ko naman na pinangarap na magka-abs. Gusto ko lang to fit in my clothes better.
Correct. Confidence lang din, ano.
And after giving birth, diba?
Yeah.
Like, ganun yung talaga yung feeling. Parang,
I just wanna feel good.
Correct.
Hindi na look good eh. Okay na yung look good kasi.
You look good na.
Dala. But hindi na siya aim na kailangan kong may six-pack or
correct.
whatever.
And isa kasi pag overweight ka, syempre you're a mom, di ba? You wanna be there for them. Ang hirap gumalaw pag...
Oo nga, may 1 year old ka pa.
Gusto ko pa siyang makarga.
And 1 siya.
1 year and 6 months.
But you look so good.
Thank you. Means a lot. I had a hard time. But it was easier. My mom said it's always easier the second time around. Kasi on your first, with Millie, I had a hard time losing weight. Like, so much. Because I was too busy na pa ako first child. So, dapat
iba yung
all attention. Takot ka magkamali.
Correct.
Kung konting fever, doctor.
Agad-agad.
Talaga?
Oo. Tawag agad, doctor.
Panik ka kaagad. Or parang feeling mo pag umaalis ka ng bahay, ang sama mo.
Mom guilt.
May mom guilt ka. So, sa second child ko, hindi na ako naging ganun. Parang work-life balance right away.
Pero iniisip ko kahapon, nagdadrive ako nasa Skyway, tas nakatingin ako sa sunset. Nagdrama. Sabi ko, pag nagkaanak ako, feeling ko magkakamali ako. Ang hirap pala, yung the responsibility of raising a human being. Na paano pag mali yung upbringing
even
niya.
when you're a mom, you still have that thinking. It never goes away because you're responsible for another human being. You're never gonna, you feel like you're gonna make a mistake because you're afraid to make a mistake. Super normal yun.
So how did you deal with it? Paano?
Well, ako, sabi ko sa sarili ko, just as long as my kids are happy and healthy, then maybe I'm not doing anything wrong. Diba?
Yeah, that's why it takes a village.
Yeah, it takes a village.
Like, grandmas, lolas are the best.
Yes, they are.
Like, iwan mo sa kanila. Ganun.
Pero being a mom ba, did it made you understand made you understand her being a mother or you or your younger self? Ano yung mas...
My mom. Like, I honestly never loved her more. As in.
Same. Parang ako, nung dalawa yung anak ko, naisip ko yung mama ko, parang, paano nagawa to walang yaya?
Yeah.
Kaming dalawa. Parang it made me love my mom
na ngayon,
more.
sobrang dependent na ng lahat
like,
sa...
sobrang best friends kami ni mom ngayon and we didn't have the best of relationships growing up, ha? Like, hindi talaga. Like, hindi kami close.
As
But
an ate?
now, as an ate, hindi talaga.
Kasi ate, yeah.
Dahil ikaw yung kumukontra lagi.
Yeah,
ako yung rebelde. Ako yung aalis ng bahay, maglalayas ilang beses. Like, talagang...
At what age?
Lalayas
Girl, nagsimula ako maglayas 14 years old. Talaga.
And where would you go, friends? Ganyan.
No, in
family.
fairness, I go to family.
Okay.
Kasi close naman kasi talaga kami ng family ko ever since. The entire clan before. And then, but
at least she knows where to find you.
She always knows. There's never a time that hindi niya alam saan ako napunta. It's just hindi lang ako uuwi. Ganon. Or parang sobrang close kami. We have 2-hour calls every week. Video call. Or the minute may crisis, sa kanya ako tatawag. Like, I feel like mas naiintindihan ko yung sacrifice.
Yes.
Yung okay na, you understand why you had to say no to these things before. Kasi ngayon, every time I'd watch any series, na may mga, kunwari, like Euphoria, or you watch
I watch it also.
Remember, if you watch any series like that, and if you're watching from a parent's perspective, tas sabihin may anak kang ganun, you'll be like, oh my God, like how can I protect my child from all of these things?
That's
like
how you see things na.
I go like, kunwari, we were watching Modern Family, and it's such a fun show. Like, it's one of my favorite shows. Tapos, yung si Hailey, para siyang teenager na takas ng takas, ang daming bad decisions in life. And I'm like, oh my God, I was her. Like, I was watching the entire thing, and I was like, I was exactly like her. Now, I see it from a parent's perspective na ang hirap pala talaga maging magulang kasi hindi mo makontrol. Like,
correct. As much as you want to.
As much as you want to. And even my mom at the time, I would ask her like, I had to apologize many times.
When you became a mom.
Yeah. And till this day, anything she asks me, I buy it. Because I feel like,
ako rin, I would give heaven and like, gusto mo yan, go.
Everything. I don't care the price.
Hirap.
If you want it, I'll buy it for you. But because I feel like I have to make it up to her. And she already keeps telling me, you don't have to make up for anything. Like, it's okay. Sabi niya, yung pinaka-blessing na to na binigay ko sa kanya yung sa mga anak ko. So, absuelto
yung
na
mga
daw.
apo.
I love that, yung sinabi ng mom mo. Kasi ang daming parents na mag-aanak ako para alagaan nila ako in the future. Ibilhin nila yung lahat ng gusto ko. I love that she's like,
hindi talaga.
Wala kang kailangang ayusin.
Mom never ever asked. Si mommy yung ask niya, hindi nga parang bilhan mo ko nito.
Oo.
Kusa talaga. We want to spoil her. We know what she wants. Because my mom is very straightforward. Like, cute nga siya one Christmas. Mom, what do you want for Christmas? Oh, I just want a new range hood. Range hood lang sa kusina. Or like, oh, what else do you want? Kasi she was moving from a house to a condo. And she said she wanted a new bed. So one child bought her a bed, one child bought her a range hood, and then she wanted a microwave. Like, very simple things. Kami lang talaga yung gustong bumili ng watch for her or like something more expensive or trips.
Pero hindi ba nagiging gano'n naman tayong lahat? Kasi I realized na nag-iba na rin yung gusto ko when I went to the outlet stores in the US.
Yeah.
Pumasok ako sa, gusto ko ng La Crusade.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, oh my gosh, I would be like this before.
Mga adult stuff na. Ako gusto ko lang ng towel. Gusto ko ng bagong towel. Totoo. Like ngayon pumunta ako sa pottery. Ay, gusto kong towel na to. Ay, 3,000 ang mahal.
Gusto mo all colors. Gusto mo all colors.
Thread count.
Naghahanap na tayo ng mga Egyptian cotton.
Yeah. I want a Turkish carpet.
I love the maturity though. Because normally when you would go to a mall, you know exactly what you want to buy. It's either clothes, shoes, or bags. Now, like, it's either a grocery, a healthy store, or like a kitchen. Oh my God. You know, ang Disneyland for me is always a department store or a furniture store. I love
diba? Not necessarily buying them, pero gusto ko lang na alam ko lahat ng laman.
Yun yung idea ko of Disneyland. Kung sabihin mo sa akin Disneyland, ano ba Disneyland for me at this age? That would be going to like Rustan's or like anywhere that has kitchenware, homeware. Like, gusto ko lagi palitan yung buong bahay ko kahit hindi naman kailangan. Or plates. I want different kinds of plates.
Nakakasaya kasi, diba? Iba yung happiness niya.
Sobrang siya nakaka-happy.
Pero like, do you host na? Like, gusto mo mag-host ng mga dinners? Gano'n?
Yes.
Na level?
Actually, ever since we moved houses, lahat na ng Sunday lunches sa bahay ko na.
Ay, wow. Ikaw na.
Last Christmas, I hosted our first ever Christmas as a family. It's always in my mom's. And then, nagbunutan kami. Kasi lahat kami, may mga bahay na kasi lahat yung eldest kids. Napili yung bahay ko, so I had to prepare. Or last Mother's Day, I was the one who hosted.
Ang dami nyo, ha?
I was gonna ask, how was your Mother's Day?
It was so nice. The funny thing is, I know I'm a mom, but nung Mother's Day, I always still think of my mom. Yung nakakalimutan mo na nanay ka rin. Alam mo yun? Parang, nung nagpa-plan ako ng Mother's Day, I was planning for what she wants. Like, Mom, what food do you like? And like, she just reminded me, hey, Dan, you're a mom too. What do you want to eat? Like, ano? Parang nasanay ka na when it's Mother's Day, you want to honor your mother.
Yes.
So, anything she wanted. So, talagang I went all out with the table setting, any food that I know she would like. Yung mga ganyan. And I think I got that from her because my mom is a hostess with the mostess talaga. She loves to host. She loves to cook. So I think sa aming magkakapatid, ako yung nakakuha.
You love to cook as well.
Very homemaker.
Pero ganun naman talaga yung parents natin. We will always be a baby to them.
Yes. Tsaka dati hindi kami ni mommy sweet. Ngayon, overly sweet na kami.
I love that for you.
Before kasi, since angsty ako na bata, hindi ako ma-I love you, hindi ako
hindi
maganyan.
showy ng emotions.
Hindi ako showy talaga. I'm the least. I never show emotions. But my mom, now that I'm a mom now, like, gusto ko lagi nag-I love you, gusto ko lagi nag-I miss you, gusto ko lagi nagpaparamdam. Kasi, ang dami ng nawawala sa life. Like, recently, may 2 losses kami in a span of 6 months. So, sabi ko, grabe. Ganun lang yung
Life's
buhay.
so short.
Sabi ko, and lalo na when my tito died, my mom's kuya, because they're very close. So, our tito was like our second dad. So, when he died all of a sudden, doon na namin nakita yung, oh my God, ganun lang yung buhay. So, sabi ng mom ko, lahat kami magkakapatid, magpa-check ka na. O saan tayo magpapacheck? Where do you wanna go? What do you wanna do? Yung parang, all we wanna do is just let her live her life and enjoy her life now.
Quick reality check. Trentitas, umiinom pa ba tayo ng vitamins or vibes lang? Parang di ko kaya vibes lang.
Totoo yan ha. Minsan kasi sobrang busy, nakakalimutan mo na yung sarili mo.
That's why we like the Trentitas bundle from Goodies Nutrition.
Super low effort. Gummy vitamins na may collagen, glutathione, vitamin C, and zinc. Para support sa skin, glow, at overall care.
At least alam mong may ginagawa ka for your skin and body.
Kasi let's be honest, this is our best era.
So, if you're a fellow Trentita, try the Trentitas bundle from Goodies Nutrition.
Her greatest blessing are the kids.
Yeah, pero how about
looking after
you?
her.
As a, young mom din. Parang pares kami, like young mom.
Oo.
Parang ako sa akin during that time, 23 to 30, sobrang blur lahat. Kasi you're just raising the kids.
Yes.
So,
tsaka at the time, I know, ikaw sumasabay ka rin sa career mo. You're also playing, diba? So at the same time, I really learned the art of work-life balance that you shouldn't really stop what you wanna do. Kasi parang may daughter din ako, so I want my daughter to see that she can have a career. It's possible. I know it's not like that for everyone, but I'm just speaking for my personal experience that you can have both worlds. So, sabi ko kung ititigil ko to, tapos pagkakaroon ako ng sobrang resentment sa life ko. Kasi go-getter ako. Pagka may dream ako or may gusto akong gawin, gagawin ko siya . So, pag nasa-suppress ako, it manifests Like, you become angry.
Irritable.
Irritable. Or hindi ka masaya. And magmamanifest din yun kung paano ka mag-parent.
Yes.
Second, I want my kids to have a happy and healthy mom. So that, yung 100%, they get the 100% of me. And I don't want to ever blame them for the dreams I never got to.
Yung resentment
I don't want that ever. I want them to see that I was able to become a present mom and at the same time have a career.
And at the same time, you're setting a good example to them. Kasi, you don't want to show them na being a mom stops you or stop you living your own life. Kasi may mga family member ako na they became a mom and
sacrifice
then suddenly wala nang ginagawa.
Mm-hmm.
They just stay at home. Pero these are professionals
Yeah.
Like may profession sila prior to being a mom. And
Lawyers,
then I was telling
mga ganun pa.
I was telling my cousin, sabi ko, no, don't stop living your life. Kasi marami siyang pangarap na she did put on hold for the kids. And they're grown-ups now. And I was like, you don't want to look back when you're old and frail and say na sayang, hindi ko ginawa. Sayang.
Because ginagawa namin
in the
sa
future,
mom ko.
they will have their own life to live. Diba?
Yes.
You can't stop them from us. Nung umalis tayo sa mga bahay natin, we lived our lives. Diba? We left our parents. Yung ayaw mo namang hindi nila ma-achieve yung mga gusto nilang ma-achieve sa buhay.
Agree. At yan ang sinasabi namin sa mom ko because that's what my mom did. Aminado yan si mom. Talagang sinacrifice sa yung sarili niya to devote herself to us.
5 kids, no? 5.
Yeah. So if mga tao would always bash her or say something about her, masakit sa amin yun. Kasi she's been a present mom since the day we were born . Through and through. Ang happiness ng mom ko is magkakasama kami lahat. Ang going out of the country niya is kasama kami lahat. There's never a time that yung plano niya hindi kami kasama. Kasi kami yung buhay niya.
Yes.
So sabi ko talaga, it's so different. Now, when she was my guest sa Merit All nung Mother's Day, And she said that she has 5 more years before siya mag-take ng risks. And after kasi 5 more years, ibig sabihin yung sister ko kasi gagraduate, yung pinakabata namin, gagraduate ng high school. And after that episode, I really told my mom, don't wait 5 more years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but 5 more years pa?
I said, Mom, don't wait 5 more years because ganyan si Mom. Like, wala siyang, hindi niya talaga pinuuna yung sarili niya. Never niya inuna yung sarili niya. And I want her to know that may 4 ka ng malalaking anak na pwede nang alagaan
na
din.
Na pinalaki mo ng maayos din.
Na pwede na namin din siyang alagaan. Pwede ka na namin tulungan. So you can, if you wanna travel, we'll take care of her. My mom, every time, kunyari, I took her to Japan one time without my little sister because she had school. So the other sisters took care of the younger one. The entire time we were there, she was like...
Video call ba?
Texting, calling. Mom, enjoy. Alam mo yun? Yung ganyan siya That's her life. Yun yung life ng mom ko. It's us.
Pero ikaw, sometimes, do you feel na parang nagiging mom ka na parang inuuna rin yung...
Ako guilt. Guilt talaga. Because I will honor my husband though because he's more present than myself. Because I'm the one that works. So, 99.9% of the time, siguro in a week, 2 times lang ako nasa bahay. Or buti na lang din, we're able to hawak din natin yung oras natin.
Yes.
So after work, we can go home and we could still catch the kids. But I'm talking about the entire day. It's my husband that's there. So I honestly honor him because there are sometimes school-related things, he's the one that's there. Like my first child has therapy, so he's the one that takes her.
Hands-on.
Hands-on siya. So I'm just glad though that he's the one that's like that. The mom guilt kicks in because, sometimes he sends me videos of the new things that my son does and I'm not there.
Mga milestones.
Like you're out here trying to live your dream, but at the same time you're missing out on some things. But that's the sacrifice That's a price we have to pay. May trade-off talaga.
Yeah. Pero balance naman kasi andyan yung husband mo and it's very supportive. And I think kaya mo nababalance work-life kasi sure ka na your husband's there, the kids are in love.
Exactly. Tsaka naman, hindi ko naman din masasabi na absent ako kasi andun din naman ako lagi. Yun nga lang, majority of the time. Iba kasi, di ba, ang ideal is the mom stays at home. Yun naman yung parang...
Nurture.
Yes. Kinondition tayo kasi na yun yung job as a woman. So, very, talaga, modern times na tayo ngayon, na career women na. Marami ng career women. And that's okay. I love it. I love that I work. I love what I do. And I also feel like, hindi ko din kaya magstay sa bahay. Then, hindi ko din nakita ko mapipirme. I need to still be able to do what I need to do. And I'm just glad that my husband never stopped me also. He never clipped my wings or never complained. And I know he could because I was making a kwento kanina that we would shoot 4 episodes in a day.
Sabi ko nga,
4 episodes?
Yeah. And I would go home.
Nasasabaw na tayo.
I would go home and I wouldn't talk.
Like, ubus na.
Because I'm trying to recalibrate. So, bababa ako ng kotse, lagi yung husband ko, sasalubungin ako niyan sa gate. Wala, nothing comes out from my mouth and I stay quiet for at least an hour and he knows me already and he gives me that space.
Sweet naman.
And there's sometimes natatarayan ko pa siya kasi sobrang overload ka na. Pagod ka na.
Overstimulated ka na.
Tapos kunyari, kakausapin ka niya or may tatanungin siya sa'yo and ayaw mo nang sumagot. Pagod ka na sumagot. Natatarayan mo pa. And, I nare-realize ko rin na parang, wala na nga akong oras para sa kanya. Hindi ko na nga nakasama mo. Tinarayan ko pa. I feel bad. Yun na yung nasasabi ko pa minsan na nanineglect ko din. So, I really make it a point with my husband naman. We go on date nights and we go on trips na kaming dalawa lang.
Favorite ko yan. Like, kaya busy 2 weeks. Pero alam ko may planned na trip.
Yes.
I'm so excited. So, diba, parang balance din talaga na looking forward to that trip na tayong dalawa lang.
Yes. And iba, that's so important. That's so important because your life is always going to be about your kids. So, when it's just the 2 of you, it's like you're going back to nung wala pa kayong mga anak na dalawa lang kayo enjoying your time together and not really thinking of so many things. And para ko siyang nakikilala more. Kasi ang dami ko lang feeling ko kasi, sa sobrang lagi akong wala sa bahay, may mga things na hindi niya na sa akin na-share. Kasi nga minsan uuwi ako sa bahay
hindi kayo mag-uusap.
Hindi na kayo mag-uusap. Or pagdating ko sa bahay, ang una kong iisipin is to hang out with my kids. So, when we travel, grabe yung chikahan naming dalawa. Parang hindi kami nakatira sa isang bahay. Alam mo yun, yung chikahan namin from day to night or kakain kami tapos nakakamiss. Parang sabi ko, okay, that's why you need moments like this.
Tapos walang katabi sa kama kapag matutulog. Kayo lang talaga.
Pwede na kayong maglandian. Alam mo yun.
Walang kakatok bigla. Alam kaya.
Pero you mentioned kanina sa mga kwento mo na you really changed from how you were when you were little and then
very angsty.
Ngayon na naging mom ka na. Did it also change how you process emotions like hurt, forgiveness,
pain,
accountability, happiness, and all of that?
No, I feel like I became stronger actually. Because when I was young, the angstiness really came from my own doing eh. Ano ko yun eh, parang, alam mo yung pagbata ka kasi feeling mo kapag hinihindian ka, galit ka na sa mundo, hindi mo accept.
Kinokontra
ka. Iba yung reaction natin to things when we're younger. But now that we're in our 30s, we tend to think differently na parang pag hinihindian ka ng isang bagay, redirection yun. Hindi yun ibig sabihin, it's a complete no, it's a shutdown, na parang hindi talaga to para sa'yo or tinotorment ka ng world or tinotorture ka ng universe. Parang ngayon, ang no na sa akin or rejection sa akin is always in the redirection to kasi something else is coming there or something better.
Hindi para sa akin to, gano'n.
Yes. Sa mga ibang bagay naman, like, ako, I'm very I really fight for accountability because nasanay ako sa environment na walang nagtatake ng accountability na okay, utang na loob, diba? Parang, in this day and age, sa lahat ng mga nakakasalamuha kong tao, not even family related, like in general, if you've done something wrong, just take accountability for it. Apologize.
Yes. It's my fault.
Yeah, like there's for me, there's strength and there's some level of respect na ibibigay sa'yo ng tao kasi nag-take ka ng accountability. Pero kung lagi mong tatakbuhan yung problema at sasabihin mo lagi kang walang kasalanan, even if alam mo sa sarili mo may kasalanan ka, it's that builds a lot of, siguro sa kanya din, siguro sa taong kausap mo, paano ka nakakatulog? Alam mo naman doon na mali ka tapos pinaglalaban mo tama ka. Ako, natuto ko mag-sorry. Dati hindi ako marunong mag-sorry.
I was gonna say, parang what were like the instances na parang, yun nga, you sabi mo you grew up na walang accountability yung mga tao sa paligid mo. So like, yun, sabi mo nga.
Yes. So parang ako natuto ako mag-sorry kasi yung husband ko tinuruan ako mag-sorry.
Aww.
So, he taught me how to be a soft girl kasi I'm very high-strung. Alpha female kasi ako. So, he taught me how to be a soft girl in a sense that if you're wrong, just say sorry. No one's gonna judge you. I always felt like kasi kapag nag-admit ka ng pagkakamali, mapapahiya ka.
Shame.
Shame. Kasi mali ka eh, di ba? Yun naman ang human nature natin. Takot tayo umamin pag nagkakamali tayo because we feel like it's nakakahiya or how do you recover from that? But I learned that there is power in taking accountability and apologizing and learning. That's supposed to come hand in hand. If you admit to the mistake, you apologize for it, and you learn from it. If you don't learn from it, then
what for?
What's the point?
Yes.
Diba? What's the point? So, feeling ko dapat at a certain age, pag humit ka na ng some sort, dapat
may maturity na.
May maturity na din talaga.
Na-mention mo kanina yung our culture that treats family loyalty as an obligation. And I know that boundaries is very important. Mm-hmm. How hard it is talagang, alam mo yun, imposing a boundary, setting it in a family setup.
Feeling ko kasi boundary, self-respect yun eh. Parang binibigay mo yung, it's more of you saying that hanggang dito ka lang kasi pag pinapasok pa kita ulit dito, mas masasaktan ako. Boundaries is not ang pinaka natutunan ko yung setting boundaries is not cruel. It's not an evil thing to do. If for anything, it's because you love them more or you just don't want to cause more damage. The damage has been done, but if I keep letting you in, I don't think this can be repaired. And there are some relationships already that have been strained and damaged because hindi ka naglagay ng boundary. And then dala-dala mo yun. Diba? So, ayoko na ng ganun sa life ko kasi may mga anak na ako and I don't want to teach them na mapagtiis ka for the rest of your life. Ayoko talaga. Kasi walang naidulot na maganda sa akin yun eh. Family is supposed to support you and love you and be there for you through ups and downs. And I feel like if hindi ganun yung setup, kahit hindi family-wise, lahat ng tao sa paligid mo, more so family. Kasi diba sabi nila pag pamilya, hindi ka dapat nagbibigay ng boundary. More so, kasi mahal mo sila eh.
Yeah.
Mahal mo sila eh. And ayaw mo na masira yung pagmamahal na yun or ma-strain. And chances are, if it does get strained, you really have to come to terms with it na may mga tao at may mga bagay talaga tayong kailangan i-let go. Kasi para sa atin yun eh. For your sanity yun, for your
peace. For your peace.
Lalo na kapag yung peace mo yung laging nadidestroy. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, ang natutunan ko in life is yes, you can grieve relationships. You're supposed to grieve relationships in your life, whether it's family, friends, or an ex-partner. But there has to come to a point that you have to realize that nawala sila sa life mo. Kasi hindi na sila...
Tapos na.
Tapos na yun.
Now I don't feel bad. Kasi may mga friends din ako, people from my past na feeling ko it doesn't serve me right anymore. And I'm like, cut.
At least kaya mo, diba? At least aware ka, diba? Pero ako, baliktad sa akin sa family. Ako naman, when I love, tapos iba pala yung feeling. Yung na-learn ko na parang, hindi naman kailangan i-love lahat.
Yes.
You can set your boundaries. Kasi parang, doon ako na-hurt na parang akala ko dahil pamilya, kailangan todo love.
Yes.
Hindi naman pala ganon. Like, you can set your boundaries.
Kasi may ibang tao din kasi abusado din.
Yeah, ganon.
Diba? Parang, I think we have to normalize also na it's okay to cut off some people no matter who they are. Kasi kaya ka nandun sa problema na yun kasi ibig sabihin kailangan mo i-cut off yung tao. Ibig sabihin may ginawa. Hindi mo naman sila kina-cut off for no apparent reason,
yes.
diba? If you're in that predicament that you need to cut off this person in your life, it's because either you've been hurt way too many times, they've crossed a line,
betrayed you,
or they destroyed your peace, or they betrayed you. Like, there is a reason. So don't ever like blame yourself if you have to do some things to regain your strength, regain your power back, or have peace. You deserve to have peace.
Being in my 30s, I've learned to really care for my body. And that's why I love how Goodies Nutrition created the Trentitas Bundle.
The Trentitas Bundle reminds me that embracing my body is prioritizing my health. Kaya, kung relate ka sa kwentuhan natin sa podcast, huwag na pahuli.
Be a healthy, beautiful, and fresh Trentita with us.
Get your Trentitas Bundle now from Goodies Nutrition.
Yeah. Would you say mas at peace ka now in your 30s compared to like younger self?
Oh, yes, super. In many, many ways. I'm at peace. Like, I know sa sarili ko that may nagagawa naman akong difference sa lahat ng mga ginagawa ko sa life. Or even if I do make mistakes, I get to say that I can take accountability for them. I know how to apologize. I have peace because I get to come home to a
beautiful children,
happy and healthy family. My work and my life they're both fine. Yeah. They're both at a good place. So, I feel like that's peace. Kapag lahat sa buhay mo may calmness, hindi chaotic, lalo na kung sanay ka sa chaos.
Yes.
So, pag may peace ka sa buhay mo, minsan, oh my God, too good to be true. But hindi na, I always pray and I always say like, hindi Lord, binibigay mo sa akin yung peace na to kasi deserve ko tong peace na to. And hindi ko pagkakait yung peace na yun sa sarili ko. Bakit?
Yeah.
Diba? Like, we all deserve that kind of peace. And if we have it, namnamin mo yun.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Namnamin mo yun. Hindi ka dapat takot sabihin na peace ka, at peace ka sa life mo.
At hindi yun nagayabang, diba?
Yes.
Kasi ako natatakot ako sabihin na, ako same, at peace, I have a beautiful family. Kasi parang yabang nga. Pero this is how I see it na if you're at peace, you have love, you have the capacity to give love.
Yeah.
Kasi secure ka na, you have love, and then yung love mo mag-overflow sa iba.
Exactly.
Diba?
Pero may mga belief ka ba nung 20s ka na you admit that we're totally wrong?
Oo naman. Kasi nung 20s ako, grabe, lahat naman din talaga ng decision ko nung mga time na yun. Medyo what the hell, diba? Parang, okay ka lang? Why would I ever think that was right? But I feel like one was I didn't know how to apologize. That was like what a bad decision. I wish I had apologized to a lot of people back then in my 20s, or at least explained as to why hindi na sila part ng life ko, or at least gave them a chance to
communicate.
Yeah. Madami ding decisions, or siguro even if I knew I was not treated well in a relationship, I still stayed. Yung mga ganyan.
Hindi mo kasi alam din.
Yeah. Parang hindi mo alam kung tama o mali yung ginagawa mo ng time na yun. Kasi parang feeling mo, pag mahal mo yung isang tao, titiis ka lang eh. Kasi mahal mo eh.
Yeah.
So, dapat, take ka ng take kung anong binibigay niya sa'yo kasi that's love.
Yes.
Diba? But when you hit 30s, parang, hindi pala love
you won't tolerate.
Pero out of all the bad decisions, ano yung one best decision that quietly, totally changed your entire life?
Ganda na question.
Diba?
Ako feeling ko leaving a toxic relationship. Because I was in it for almost 5 years.
Wow.
And he was my world. Like, I made him my world. The best decision was because papasok ako ng prime years ko nun eh. So, kung hindi ko iniwanan yung relationship na yun, baka wala ako sa posisyon ko ngayon. Kasi, sinacrifice ko lahat eh. One dream pa was to study abroad, which is I didn't because pinapili ako eh.
Pinapili ka niya?
Pinapili ako noong time na yun. I lost so many friends. Yung career ko noong time na yun, nag-dip. Kasi mas pinili ko yung togetherness, lagi magkasama. Kung hindi ko iniwan yung relationship na yun, wala ako sa posisyon ko. Baka wala akong mga anak ngayon. Baka hindi ko nakilala yung husband ko. I feel like I would be so unhappy. But I have no regrets though. Because ang dami ko din natutunan dun sa relationship na yun. I grew up from that relationship. I had to learn the hard way. I had to figure out what kailangan ko doon ko nakita ko ano yung deserve ko. Parang, okay, ito pala yung hindi ko deserve. Ito pala dapat yung deserve ko.
And sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship, you don't see it.
You're clouded.
Diba? Kasi nakikita mo lang, you're holding on to the good memories.
Yeah.
Gusto ko to, wala na akong makikitang ganito.
Agree. Or ipaglalaban mo talaga yun.
Oo.
Paglalaban mo yung sabihin mo, may good naman eh. Hindi naman laging bad.
Sacred na to
Oo. Pero parang nagiging, ang dami ng bad, pinaglalaban mo pa rin yung good.
Defense mechanism kasi ng brain to keep on repeating the good memories.
Exactly.
Na talagang, you're okay. These are the good memories.
Exactly.
Diba?
And then finally, what made you decide na ayoko na?
Kasi parang na-realize ko na ang dami ko nang sinacrifice dito sa taong to. Pero bakit parang hindi ako, at the end of the day, I'm not fulfilled. I'm not happy. And this person is not doing things that will appease me or make me happy. Like, he always does things that would put my mind into a spiral or overthink or hindi ako makatulog lagi ako umiiyak. Sabi ko, kung ito yung idea of love, ayoko na lang. Kasi parang ang hirap naman na ikaw yung nagmamahal ka ng tama. But I'm not saying I also did right by him because of the dynamic, I also became toxic. Because obviously, we were toxic for each other. That's why it didn't work out. And then I realized na parang, oh my God, hindi ako tong taong to. This is not who I am. I don't do this. My family wouldn't talk to me because the minute that they talk to me, sasabog ako. Magtatanong lang ng question. Galit na ako. Like, okay, nobody talked to her. Nobody asked her anything. Everyone was tiptoeing around me because I had so much anger in my heart. And I said, like, I don't think this is love. Because love will always have its ups and downs, but I don't think it's supposed to feel that way. But it took me a long time.
Pero may mga anak kayong babae, diba? Kasi niisip ko lagi yan na parang pag nagkaanak akong babae, out of all the relationship, the experiences that I had, parang it creates fear in me na ayokong pagdaanan to ng mga anak ko. Like, may game plan ba kayo on when to start, talking to them about relationships, about, of course, you wanted to guide them as much as you can, being the mom and knowing these things, diba? May naisip ba kayo, how would I protect them? How would I at least instill this knowledge on how a person should treat you?
Well, I think it's also based on example and honesty. Yun yung sabi ko na appreciate ko sa mom ko kasi hindi yan nag-sugarcoat ng kahit anong napagdaanan niya sa buhay niya. Kahit na-experience na namin. Like, minsan kasi, di ba, sa isang bahay, kung nagkakagulo na yung bahay nyo, let's say, lagi na lang may magsasabi na, no, ano lang to, away lang to. Yung to hide it, di ba? The thing kasi, growing up is, never nagtago talaga yung mom ko sa amin. Kung ano yung pinagdadaanan niya, kung ano yung nakikita namin, na-explain sa amin yun, na okay, this is why it's happening. She's very transparent. And based on experience also, kasi kung nakikita mo din na, okay, hindi siya masaya dito, or ito pala dapat yung gagawin. Yung parang feeling ko kasi yung pagka may mga anak, ka-idol ka kasi ng mga anak mo, they look up to you eh. So everything you do, feeling nila tama yun lahat. Wala pa silang concept of nagkakamali yung nanay ko up until nasa tama na silang pag-iisip, alam na nila yung right and wrong. Yeah. But when they're young, they always feel like you're perfect. So
you hung the moon.
Yeah. So as a parent, you don't have to fake it. Kaya nga sabi ko, kung accountability. Diba? Kung may mga bagay na alam mo directly maapektuhan yung mga anak mo, kung kaya mo na siyang i-detour o i-navigate na parang okay, hindi niya to dapat pagdaanan, gawin mo na as a parent kasi responsibilidad natin yun to protect them. Not from the world because we can never do that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure as much as you want to just keep them and don't ever touch them. I'm pretty sure my mom thought of that. But you can't You really can't. So you really just pray, hope for the best. And as a parent, I'm not saying I'm a perfect mom because I don't think I am not a perfect mom. And I'm gonna make more mistakes as they get older because I'm just human. But what I know I'll be is honest, always truthful, open communication. And I want them to always want to talk to me. Ayoko na magtatago sila sa akin. Kasi sabi ko, ang fear ko is mag-confide sila sa ibang tao except myself. Yung ako yung huli sa balita. Ayoko yung, di ba?
Speaking of balita, pero isn't it harder for your mom and sa inyo? Kasi public life kayo. So, minsan yung balita malalaman nyo pa sa sa mga posts. So, paano yun? With your case, with your mom na parang, how does she navigate that with you girls?
My mom always chooses, to not talk Silent kasi si mommy. The many times that she talks, it's because we're directly affected sa issue. So she has to clarify some things. But she always teaches us to be calm, always tells us you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to defend yourself. But ako kasi...
So you fight ka.
Ako yung hindi niya yung mga kapatid ko, sunod sa kanya
Hindi makontrol.
Ako talaga hindi Like, hindi kaya talaga. Actually, pinag-usapan namin ng mom ko yun sa latest episode namin. As I call mo, mom, I'm still practicing that. Because I have this protective feeling. The minute I see that my family is being attacked, I always have to fight. Because none of them will. I know that for sure. None of them will. But I get
para
the
at least may isa.
Yeah, but ako, I admire that you can speak up. Kasi may mga ka-relate Ako nakaka-relate ako na parang, ay buti na lang, diba? Na,
ang hirap Nasa ko, dalawa akong side. Kasi gets ko yung side nila. Pero sa side ko naman is, but I cannot sit back. Like, I know what's going on And I also hate it when people think that they know what's truly going on,
alam
but they're
pa
not
nila.
in it.
Like, edi ikaw na. Mas alam niyo pa.
Kasama ba namin kayo sa bahay? Parang hindi ko kayo nakita. Alam mo yun? Yung parang hindi nyo alam yung pinagdaanan namin. Kami lang ang makakaalam nun kasi kami ang magkakasama sa bahay. So, you can judge anything that you see on the surface level. But when it comes to things that, come from experience, that's something you can't touch But that's the price you pay kasi when you're a public figure. Your life is really there. Andyan siya So, it's open for public opinion. That's the hard part. Ako, I'm learning. Maybe that's the last. I'm really learning, but I just, there's just sometimes I still have to practice self-control.
Pick your battles.
That's what my mom said. Choose your battles, Danny. I'm still learning.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Trying to survive your 30s without losing your mind? This is Trentitas, your modern hangout for real talk, laughs, and figuring out life one episode at a time. From career chaos and friendship drama to love, growth, and the occasional existential crisis, we've got you covered. Plug in, hang out, and let's figure out life together. Because nobody really knows what they're doing. And that's okay. Follow and subscribe to Trentitas on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Catch highlights on all social media platforms.
Pero ako minsan nanggigigil din ako. Ang haba na ng
Ang
tinype
sarap
ko.
kasi.
Tapos nililipat ko sa notes. Tapos pinag-iisipan ko, wag na lang kasi kumalma na ako. Okay na yan.
So, alam mo yun ang sabi ni mom, ilagay mo na lang sa notes mo.
Oo.
Kasi at least feeling mo, nalabas mo.
Oo.
Kaya sa i-comment mo. Hindi ko na maire-regret din yun. Kasi, yun talaga ako. That's really who I am. I would really protect as much as I can. When I can.
As an ate.
As an ate. Tsaka, first-hand experience kasi ako. Alam ko eh. Diba? Lalo na if you truly know the person. Ang hirap na hindi sila i-defend. But na I understand the choosing, the power of choosing your battles. But again, I'm human. I'm still learning. Kung tama o mali, kailangan ilugar. Or sometimes there are some things na kailangan mong taste of your own medicine. Diba? Sa mga basher pa minsan na, okay, para lang maramdaman niya yung feeling na mabash. Balik ko sa'yo to. Para alam mo kung paano naapektuhan yung isang araw ng tao na binabash nyo. Lalo na kapag hirap na hirap ka na, yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, confident ka sa sarili mo, tapos may buwisit.
Oo.
Parang, hindi. I choose today. I choose war today.
I choose chaos.
Sobrang immune ko na dyan. Ang hirap maging beauty queen. Kasi parang we are never enough. We are never tall enough, skinny enough, beautiful enough.
Perfect enough.
Wala. Sila ang perfect.
You're representing the country na nga.
Oo.
Support naman. Diba? Diba? Wala. You can never, sabi ko nga kahit anong gawin mo, kahit may gawin kang maganda, i-cure mo ang cancer, meron pa rin silang masasabi sa'yo.
Pero ano pa ba mga part of adulthood na na-shock ka?
Na-shock? Ay naku, ang dami. Number 1, siguro taxes. Adulthood ba?
We have to file
taxes.
I
Oh my
love
God,
it.
filing season. Like, taxes.
Owning properties, nakakaloka pala yung mga kailangan mong i-maintain.
Running a household.
Grabe,
oh my God,
no?
I didn't know it was that hard.
Totoo yan.
I didn't know it was that hard to hire or kunyari may
nasisira.
Oo.
Wala, sira yung pundido yung ilaw.
Ang dami ko palang hindi alam in life. At as a bata na sobrang feeling mo, you figured it out. When you reach adulthood, it's like, oh no, you haven't not even half of it. Every single thing, like us moving into our home, even fixing your home, just calling the right people. How do you even determine if
trusting?
Yeah, like it's so hard. Or owning a business for that end. Like, how do I delegate? Or hindi naman ako business major. Hindi nga ako nakatapos ng college. Entering a business space, it's like, do I really know what I'm doing? Like, I'm going in blind. But at the other, yung edge ko naman is, I have the love for it and I'm willing to learn. And number 2, it's like, hindi naman din ako too proud na alam ko lahat.
Yeah.
So, lahat ng hindi ko alam, I hire the right people to help me with that. Hindi din ako yung parang, ako may-ari ng business, ako lahat. Utang na loob na mangyayari sa akin kung gano'n ang mindset ko, di ba? Kung may nangyari sa wellness. Wala. So, sabi ko, it's knowing din siguro when to ask for help. And always be open to learning. Huwag kang close-minded na tao. Buksan mo yung isip mo. Never stop learning. The minute that you stop yourself from learning, you're stopping yourself from growth. And that's so sad because there's a lot to learn. That's why I love doing podcasting and guesting in other podcasts because you get to learn from other people.
Mm-hmm.
You get to share experiences, different mindset, different perspective. So sabi ko, if you're close-minded, hindi ka maniniwala sa ibang tao.
Oo.
Feeling mo, ito lang yung alam mo.
And feeling ko ganyan tayo nung 20s tayo, no?
True.
Parang tayo lang yung tama.
Yes!
I can remember a lot of instances looking and talking to older people and thinking to myself na, no, they're wrong. Parang, I'm right.
Yes.
Excuse me, I know it.
Diba? Parang may mga bagay ka talaga na, okay, hindi, tung tumanda tayo marirealize natin. Mali pala ako doon. Hindi ko pala dapat pinaglaban yun. Ba't ko ba ginawa yun? But then, again, accountability. Sabihin mo lang sa sarili mo, I made a mistake. But I can be better. And I've had a lot of that in my life. Oh, and also friendships. I've learned to let go of friendships. I would keep people because I love them and I feel like they'll change or I feel like,
sometimes ang tagal yun ng friends.
Tagal nyo ng friends and letting go is so sad. But then I realized that, no, there's a reason why I feel this way. Siguro talaga you outgrow some people. And again,
yan.
it's okay. Kasi the ones that are true, yun naman yung magre-remain. Diba?
But coming from a very controversial and special family setup, what kind of relationship do you want to have with your children?
I want to have a relationship like what we have with our mom. Para siyang best friend namin. I want our kids to always want to talk to us, run to us kapag may crisis, may problema. I don't want them to ever be scared to talk to me and to have open communication. And I told Javi, no matter what, no matter how mad or how proud we feel, we always have to say sorry to our kids pag nagkamali tayo. Kasi that builds trauma. When you don't apologize to people or don't take accountability, that builds trauma. Mostly imagine if it started pa ng bata that's what they're gonna know eh. Tatanda sila na, okay, kung hindi mo stinart sa bahay mo yun, tapos, that's why I struggle with that.
Lang.
Kaya nga I struggle with that eh. So, imagine if yung mga anak mo in the future, tapos, may mga nakasakit sila sa ibang tao, hindi sila marunong mag-take accountability, hindi sila marunong mag-sorry. Magre-reflect sa'yo yun eh, as a parent. Na tinuruan mo kasing ganun.
Na normal yun.
Na normal yun. Or hindi mo tinuro, pero yun yung example na pinakita mo. So sabi ko, hindi. Like, dapat alam ng mga anak ko pag mali sila, mali sila. And dapat kapag mali sila, hindi na kami kakampi. Diba? Dapat pagsasabi, diba?
Yeah. Oo.
Kasi magiging entitled. Diba? Magiging entitled sila na, hindi, sabi ng nanay ko, tama ako eh.
Oo.
So, hindi sila mag-account.
Or like, hindi mo kukonsintihin na yung bad behavior.
Yeah. Pagsasabihan mo, syempre paglalaban mo sila to an extent. Pero dapat pag nasa bahay na kayo, diba? Ipaglalaban mo na parang, mali ka doon.
Yes.
Diba? Mag-sorry ka. Hindi mo dapat ginawa yun. You don't want to glorify bad behavior.
Correct.
You don't want to raise entitled children na parang,
fear ko yun.
diba? I feel that we have to do it the right way as the next generation of parents. That we can have that mentality. It's, for me, practice yun eh. Hindi naman natin pwede sabihin na kaya lang natin i-implement yun overnight kasi may iba't iba naman tayong instinct. But it's more of like, kung kaya mong i-establish yun sa bahay mo, then do right by your kids.
Right now, what are you consciously trying not to pass down to your kids?
Yung pagka-angry ko nung bata. Yung pagka-angry ko sa world, yung mapagtiis ko dati, yung parang settling ako sa mga relationships na hindi ko deserve.
Especially you have a girl, diba?
I have a girl. Or like, yung mga, alam mo nang nasa toxic relationship ka, pero tumatagal ka pa ng ganun ayoko talaga, I pray every day. Or, siguro yung sa amin ng husband ko, pag may arguments man, kasi kami nagsisigawan ng husband ko eh. Never ko na-experience sa husband ko yun.
Very gentle siya.
Very gentle.
Soft-hearted.
We do fight, but it's argument.
Yeah, gets ko.
Back and forth.
Pero mga domestic stuff lang naman.
Wala. Like, sobrang hindi kami never ko na-experience yung sigawan with him. Ako pa minsan ang sisigaw. Siya talaga hindi ako papatulan. So sabi ko like,
as long as sigaw lang sa bed, okay lang.
Pwede na yun. Pwede naman yun. Pwede naman yun.
Okay na yun. Very
healthy yun.
Yes.
Healthy yun.
Kasama sa wellness. Kasama sa wellness yan.
Kailangan mo ilabas yun.
Oo.
So parang yung ganon, ayoko lang na ganon sila. Magtatanda sila sa environment na masasabi nila in the future na trauma sila. Ayoko nga traumatize sila sa amin.
Stop na.
So kung kaya namin maging, best effort as a parent. Kasi magkakamali kami for sure. It's normal. Best effort.
You're navigating a lot of things in your life, family, your relationship with your husband, and then your business. Meron ka bang fear na hindi mangyari sa'yo? That won't happen to you in the future?
Dati madami akong fears, lalo na kapag nag-allot ako ng, kunyari, pera, time, effort. So, syempre, takot ka mag-fail yung mga bagay, diba? I still have those fears, but more, like now, I think I'm just, if it's for me, it will always find me. If it's not for me, it's not gonna happen. I can't force it. I reached a point in my life that I realized that may mga bagay na kahit gusto ko siyang makuha, pag hindi siya para sa akin, hindi sabi ni God, hindi to yung path mo, hindi niya talaga ibibigay yan eh. And I cannot resent him. I cannot resent anybody. Because if it's not for me, then I cannot force it. So, one is I have to learn that, there are some things that you can't force, and there are some things naman na kailangan mo din ipaglaban.
Yes.
So yun yung dalawang realization ko when I hit 30. And one that I'm still learning is choosing my battles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, choose your battles.
One that I'm still struggling, but I'm learning is choosing my battles.
Okay, to wrap this up.
Okay.
Ang haba na ng chikahan natin. Who is Danny today?
Oh.
Yes.
Danny is stronger now. She's more outspoken. And she's strong, but she's also soft. Yun na lang.
Feminine. Your feminine energy is...
Ano na ako, I'm
softy.
50-50. You know, I know
when... You know how to balance it.
Yes, I know when to be soft.
May buttons na silang dalawa.
Inside out?
Inside out! Fair na sila ngayon. Hindi na sila nag-aaway. Fair na sila. May kanya-kanyang button na sila ngayon. Yun. And I feel like I'm also at an era... I felt my most powerful when I hit 30. For me, 30 years old and till this day, I feel like that's when everything unfolded for me. So your best years are still to come. So if you're watching this and you're about to turn 30 or you're struggling in your 20s, isipin mo na lang na, well, one, life is what you make it. So kung ano yung decisions na ginagawa mo ngayon, it will always reflect on what's gonna happen to your future. But the best is yet to come. Always put that in your head that
life gets better.
Life gets better. Perfect.
At itutuloy natin to sa Kwarentita.
Balik ka ha.
Paglaan tayo 40 na.
Balik ka ha.
Thank you so much
for having me,
today.
guys. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Grabe.
And that's another conversation on Trentitas, the podcast where we figure out life in our 30s. If today's episode made you think, laugh, or question your life choices just a little, then we're doing something right. Remember, you don't need to have everything together in your 30s. Let's learn, grow, and embrace the chaos along the way. Thanks for hanging out with us. Follow and subscribe to Trentitas on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Catch highlights on all social media platforms.